Steve here with the BMW E36. Just a bit of a catch-up video. I'm just showing a little bit of stuff under the car that's been done. Most of the work under the car is just about completed, so it'll come back down again, hopefully for the last one for a while, and then we'll get the last few jobs. We've just about got the fuel system connected up the fuel rail from the fuel tank, and then I've got the accelerator linkages to do, and a start signal from the ignition switch, and then it can go to have the computer done. So this is just a little bit of a run around with what has been done. As I said, I'm going to put the car down and I don't want to get under there for a little while yet. So yeah, have a look, and we'll see you at the next one. Getting all the little jobs done, like the fuel hose connections and so on. And there's a cover to go on that. I'll show you the cover in a minute. This is the metal cover. It's going to cover up the fuel lines under the car. That's it, installed, ready to cover the lines and keep rocks and all the things out that you don't want on top of your crushing the fuel line. This part I made quite a while ago and then folded up and welded together. It has captive nuts in here and here, or here and there, and that goes on here. This is going to be the rear section of the sump guard mount. There. There, like that. So that will carry the back of the sump guard. So while we're under here, that is a sump guard mount I just put in there. It's just finger tight at the moment. Also coming forward, the new E49 low control arms. Didn't come at the front here. This is another installation, which will be the front of the front sump guard mount. That comes across there. It's actually made out of a piece of roll cage tubing that I when I built the roll cage, I bent this up, and there's a gusseted air plate to hold it. This is the sway bar mount. Bottom of the Drummond Motorsport strut, progressive rate spring, fully adjustable bump and rebound shock absorbers, sway bar with the different link there. You'll see that in earlier videos. You'll see that being fabricated. But there's the front of it as she stands. So and the bottom of the alley radiator, looking very nice. And everything else you've seen before. I suppose one more time doesn't matter. You would have also seen in earlier videos. This is the steering rack mount. This has been plated here. It's got a 3mm plate here and welded in, and then on the top of the, probably can't see it, no, can't see it, but on the top of the rack mount up here, there's another plate, which is where my finger is there. There's another plate in there to hold that guss at the top. Then this little bit here is the centre sump guard mount, so the sump guard will be mounted up here through these. There's captive nuts in here, up to captive nuts in here, down to the captive nuts here, and the sump guard I'm going to bring back a reasonable way when I get to that point. Everything on the car is new. The brakes are WinMax pads that I got through a guy called Marty Beckton at Motorsport Brakes. I think he's in Queensland. I've known Marty for a long time, that was his recommendation, so got those. They're the new pads in it. The hubs are brand new, hub and bearing is brand new studs, which BMWs have bolts, not studs, so got those on because they're much better. Brand new DBA rotors, dimpled and fluted, using them because I think they will perform the best. The strut top from underneath, that came from the UK. It's eccentric, can be located around to change camber and caster, so that's installed. Brand new braided brake lines with a plastic or a silicon cover on them. Brand new sway bar links there. Obviously the sway bar bushes, they're a brand new item as well. All the rod ends are brand new, ball joints brand new, and the rack end also is brand new as well. It is the original 36 rack. In the future I might change to a faster rack, but at this stage we're just going to go with this one to get the car on the road. But as I said, everything is brand new. If you're watching the earlier YouTube videos, you would have seen this rod also. It's basically from eBay, but I've had a really good look at them and they look like they'll do the job, so we'll do a test day and then give them a really good inspection to see what they're going to be like. The arms are off a very late, sorry, the lower control arm there is off a very late E36. Brand new wheel bearings in the arms, brand new bushes up on the top of the arm, which is a competition bush, and you would have seen also in the videos previously that all of those mount points have been re-welded with gusset plates. Likewise, the whole diff assembly has been gusseted. All the rubberised bushing is removed. It's just into a straight bolted directly to the body of the car, and likewise at the back. I don't want to waste horsepower compressing rubber, so we remove all that. Don't really mind what it sounds like inside the car. And of course the DMS shock absorbers, which are bump and rebound adjustable here, going up to the strut top that I shock absorber top that I fabricated. Once again, you'll have seen that in an earlier video. It's on YouTube as well, and that has brand new spherical bearing in the top up here. Once again, no movement. It's just solidly mounted. So this is the rear arm entry, and there's a plate in there. Of everything that I've done, I actually bought these plates off eBay. There's a guy who gets them laser cut to fit into here, and because I know that section there cracks out of a E36. The fuel tank is carbon fibre coated. The whole tank has been carbon fibre coated. Yep, the other side. I'm going to leave the original straps on it. They'll do one or two events, or one event, and have a really good look. We'll see how that comes out. Flexing the exhaust. The exhaust is going to expand. The engine has very little movement because the engine is solidly mounted to the car. So the flex mainly is just to take out the expansion and vibration between the front and back, but it's really more to do with expansion. When I did all the work on the recross member, the recradle, not a cross member, it's a cradle, I plated, this is plated in here, up in here, that's all the bush has been taken out. There's a 5mm plate in there which is all welded to. I also gusseted this area here, and I have two captive nuts inside there, as I will probably be building a diff skid plate, so I don't damage the diff. It's one of those things that I think will be necessary in the future. We'll get around to that. This is all gusseted up as well, been plated up. Once again, if you want to go back onto any of the previous videos, you'll see all of that done. On the back, as I said before, wheel bearings are brand new. Once again, brand new brake disc, ventilated. This car actually had the solid rear brakes or rear discs on it, and I moved up to the ventilated discs for the obvious reasons. I want a better brake. That's once again a brand new disc, ventilated. The same pads as I have on the front. Coming across to the arm here, this top of the arm, because I'm keeping the original spring at this stage. The top of the arm has got a complete gusset which goes right in to the diff and comes out. It's been welded all around here, all around the edge there, across there, and then on the where the bolt goes through, there's a plate here where the bolt is through there, and then on the rear of the arm, which is hang on, where am I? Just here. There's another plate there, which is a gusset plate, which picks up the bolt and the rear ears of that arm, and that top gusset plate there. So hopefully we won't have any trouble with that. Well, there you have it, video 15.5. It was supposed to be just a short little one, turned out to be longer than the other ones, I think. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask in the comments, and like if you're enjoying the build so far, and I'll see you next time, and we'll get more of another way.